What's Up on Galaxy Television, a show that transcends between fun, entertainment, information, education, and so much all-round sweetness. We bring adventure to your doorsteps. We do know what we're doing on the show. And ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. They call me Aurali. That's Auralwe. They call me the big size teddy bear. They call me the sugar daddy of Lagos. And this morning, I'm here with someone who's been doing it all for a very long time. And he's here to spice up your day, because I always say most times you don't get to do things alone. You have to work with everyone. The saying says, if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go with everyone, and everyone is who we intend to take with on this journey. We're streaming live on YouTube, Galaxy Television Nigeria, Star Times Decoder 110, and UHF 27 terrestrial for those of you who have antennas at home. All right, helping but welcome Hanomalee to the studios this morning. Good morning, bro. How you doing? Good morning. How was it getting here? Lagos happened to you.
Is hectic, man.
It's out of this world. Trust me. Yeah. It can hold you. That's why I tell somebody, whether you're driving, whether you're mobile or not, you have to be very early if you have an appointment. Yeah. But you came pretty early, and you look really good and stunning. Yeah. Welcome.
I had to plan myself. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Born Oshinawa Joshua Oludamola. He's a Nigerian Christian artist known for his unique blend of rap and spoken word poetry. His music and poetry are deeply rooted in faith, aiming to inspire and uplift listeners with thought-provoking messages. Hanomalee describes himself as a vessel for God's artistry, often using the line, "God is the artist, I'm just the canvas." In May 2024, he released a single titled "The Search for Satisfaction," which is available on all major streaming platforms. Through his work, he himself explores themes of spirituality, purpose, and self-discovery, making an impact within the Christian creative space. And he serves as a hub for his Instagram handle, which we'll be talking about later, serves as a hub for his latest releases and artistic expression. So you know, you've heard him a couple of times, you've watched him, you've been in certain spaces where you've seen him perform, but he's live in the studios here at WhatsUp Galaxy Television to tell you one-on-one. You get to meet him one-on-one and let him just express himself. So on the show today, we're not looking to stress you, but to get to know you properly, to know, so that your fans will understand that, okay, it's not only poetry, it's not only music. There's some sweet sides of this man. Now, Hanomalee is a very unique name. What's the story behind it, and how were you able to choose your artistic identity?
Good question. So, Hanomalee was actually inspired by a Christian artist just like myself. So, I grew up listening to him. I grew up listening to Lecrae. So there was one time, I think in 2018, where he put out this album. He titled it Hanomalee. So, and that moment for me was a defining moment, because when I heard that album actually changed my life. It actually inspired me to okay, I think this rap thing, I can actually do this rap thing. Because when I heard that album, I was just inspired to then the title of the album was Hanomalee. So from there, I just took that word Hanomalee. Then I checked it out, and the meaning of that word was, somebody strange, somebody unusual, somebody different. I was like, okay, that would be nice. Then I just picked the word, then I just changed the spellings into Hanomalee. So that was how Hanomalee was formed. So basically, that's how I formed the name. Yeah.
That's the first. I actually do like that as well. Yeah. Now, you often say, I'll use the tagline, "God is the artist, I am the canvas." All right. Can you break that down for us? What does being a canvas mean in your everyday life, and how does it work for you?
God is the artist, I'm just the canvas is a metaphor that reflects purpose, humility, and surrender. Basically, when I say God is the artist, I'm just trying to say God is actually the creator. I'm acknowledging that God is the source. God is the one giving me. God is the one that gave me this talent. He puts the talent into me. So basically, I'm the canvas, meaning I'm just going to display his artistry for the world to see. because the canvas doesn't create itself. Is what the artist puts on the canvas that the canvas shows to the world. So God has deposited something inside of me, so I'm basically just showing it to the world. So basically, being a canvas in everyday life just basically means me surrendering myself to something greater than myself. Yeah,
I love that. Now we're going to digress and ask you, for the kind of music you do, what serves as your major source of purpose, motivation, and inspiration?
It's God, basically. God is the one that has always been my source. Basically, it's just God. I draw from. I spend time with Him. I draw from Him a lot. God has always been the one. I mean, the reason why I got into this music was because I just wanted to. I had this passion for just like sharing the truth, sharing like God's word, sharing God's love to people. That's why I got into this music in the first place. So that's it.
So taking us back, actually moving us back to the beginning, there was obviously a time when maybe at some point you didn't know what you were doing, if that really happened to you, but was there a defining moment when you knew Christian rap and spoken words or poetry was your lane, and did it choose you or did you choose it?
I would say it chose me, because I mean, at that time, even when I even started like rapping, started out as a rapper, so I was listening to mainstream artists at that period. I was listening to people like the Nigerian artists like Nate Yossi, MI, and the rest.
Yeah.
But the thing is, once I heard that album, like I said before, when I heard that album, Anomaly by Lecrae, I mean, that was a defining moment. And I knew, okay, why not use this talent, this God-given talent, give it by me, use it to give God the glory. Why not use that talent to like change people's life? I mean, that was when I just, okay, I can actually like go into this Christian rap and spoken word poetry. Yeah.
All right. Some people tend to think that Christian rap, in fact, all types of rap, are dead. Now, I started falling in love with rap, not just Christian rap, way long. I'm an R&B person, take
Okay.
it or leave it, R&B soul, but some rap would get to me, and then you had rap for Christendom. A whole lot of people fell in love with rap when they heard Kurt Franklin's Revolution. Do you want a revolution?
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah.
And that. I feel like that's when it started. And then I think in final year, was it final year? This came out. That was a long time ago. By the Rooftop MC. The title of the song is Lagimo.
Lagimo. It's called Bombs. I remember.
Lagimo.
Yeah.
That song was top of the range, but we noticed that rap music
Since then.
in gospel has suddenly gone down. What's that thing you're doing to revive it? What's Hanomalee doing to what's the special spice you're putting in your music to make sure that you bring that back to recession? Let's know that, okay, rap and gospel is now a thing. What's that thing?
I think what I'm bringing is basically authenticity. You know, beyond the theology, beyond the scriptures and on, you have to be authentic. People are actually looking for something that is real. And I bring I don't just tell them, oh, this is this. I bring in my life experiences into it, backed up with the scripture, mixed up with the scripture. So that's how I'm going to be able to touch all these young people out there with my music, because basically it's authenticity. I'm just going to be real and be honest with my craft. Basically, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'll be bringing.
That's a good one. All right, your single, The Search for Satisfaction, touches deep spiritual themes. Now, I'm just going to ask you a simple question about what inspired it and what do you want young people to take away from that?
Yeah, so The Search for Satisfaction is a very, very powerful song. So I wrote this song. So how I got about the song was because, so I think one time at night I was studying the book of Ecclesiastes. So the book of Ecclesiastes talks about the life of King Solomon. So King Solomon, we all know the story of King Solomon. So he had everything the world has to offer. He tasted everything. He tried to find satisfaction in the things of the world. But in the end, he found out that, oh, there is no satisfaction in all of these things. So that got me thinking after reading that book. And the word that came to mind at that point was satisfaction. So I just wrote that word down. So I think after I wrote that word down, I was blank. I didn't have any lyrics. There was no chorus. There was no verse or anything. So I think 3 months later, then I just started writing the whole song. So basically what I want people to take out from the song is you cannot find satisfaction under the sun. You can't find satisfaction in the things of the world here. Nothing under the sun can offer you satisfaction. And man has been designed, man is designed to be satisfied with God. He cannot be satisfied apart from God. And God has created us for himself, and our souls will forever be restless until it rests in him. So basically that's what I want young people to take from the song. Nothing under the sun can offer you satisfaction, basically.
All right, I love that. Moving on, I want you to speak to me and everyone else about the fact that your music, songs, poetry. First, I'd ask, do you have an EP out, or you're working on it?
I'm working on it, yes.
Very good. Now, in this EP, this is your body of work that's coming out. Which Christian artists, or which artists in general, would you love to have on that album or EP? Which ones do you flow with the more? Which ones do you believe their own belief and yours resonates together? And which ones would you like, preferably, to have on the EP or the album?
Definitely, I would love to work with Lecrae. Yeah, I would love to work with Lecrae. Lecrae has been my biggest inspiration as an artist, because I grew up watching him, studying him, studying himself, because the way he writes his lyrics, the way Lecrae is basically somebody I would love to work with. Basically, it's definitely somebody I would love to work with.
All right, just him, or you have other ones too?
There are other people too. I think in Nigeria, I think they are. The thing is about Nigeria is they are not I can't really say about artists in Nigeria, because I don't really know much of them. But I think I know Limo Blaze. I think Limo Blaze too will also be a good person to work with. Limo Blaze. Yeah.
The guy that's Sanjari.
Yeah, the guy that's Sanjari. I think Limo Blaze too.
Yeah. Nice. All right. This is a very pertinent question I tend to ask just a few gospel artists. Just recently, not too long ago, you saw how Nigerians had the news, and they were certainly bashing gospel artists that they charge exorbitant fees for performances. Yeah, and all that. Me, I have my own view on it though. It's not like I grew up in a Christian household. My dad is a pastor, and I tell you that he does a lot of things for free.
Yeah.
There are some things that I go charge you, I go collect my money. That's mean. I will get it. But he'll just do this, and you say the glory should return to God and all this. And you know how Jesus healed 10 whatever people, and only one came back to say thank you.
Yeah.
That's how it is with him. And I'm so pained, because these people are zero. And they'll come and meet him, and you do all, you pray for them, you fast, you do all these things, and God, someone will call, Daddy, there was one that called, Daddy, they want to pursue me from America. They did this. She was outside the country. I said, don't worry, this man fasted for this lady. And they called her and they gave her papers instead of throwing her away. Up until this moment, she has not come to say thank you. She has not even, they chop life. Even if he's one of his children, okay, let me take care of your schooling or anything. None of his kids are in school again. All of us are graduates. My younger sister has been a graduate for 5 years. So there's nothing you want to, except maybe masters. Then we get it. So I have my own view on it, but I'd like to hear yours on the matter. Like they say, gospel artists, when they call them to perform, especially in churches, they always charge. Do you think it's right or it's wrong? What do you think should happen?
I think I don't think it's wrong to charge as a gospel artist. I don't think it's wrong. I mean, because I mean, your talent is what's going to do your exploits. I mean, it's from that. I mean, that's what you do, and basically, I mean, if that's what you do, I mean, so there are some people that are artists that's what they do. So I mean, this it's meant to be putting like food on the table for them. If you're saying God bless you, God bless you, no, I mean, that one puts
God bless you only ain't gonna pay the rent.
Exactly, that won't pay the bills. I mean, because I mean they have to charge. Yes, you have to charge. It's not easy. You have to charge.
All right, I actually flow with that. We're gonna go on a quick break soon. But the thing is, a whole lot of people were coming out to bash, even some pastors. And then I remember someone telling one of the pastors, "Shebi, your online kini is $500. So what are you now saying? And you know how many people are taking your online classes?
Yes.
Why didn't you do it for free? Shebi, you are a man of God." You know, Pastor Jerry Eze started the NSPPD thing, and now we have so many pastors doing the same thing because they realize how much he made from. He was the highest earner with YouTube last year.
Yes.
So many pastors have diversified into that route to start making money, and some of those pastors are the ones saying you don't have to do this. I don't even want to be in a very short mood right now. Let's go on this quick break. But we do have Hanomalee here, and of course Orally. Both of us are here discussing his life's work, his journey, and so far so good. It's been entertaining. Welcome back to WhatsApp on Gaza Television, a show that runs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Now the dynamism of this show is we always 99.9% of the time have A-list guest celebrities coming here every single day, Monday through Friday, to tell you about their life. I don't think anybody else on the face of this earth does that, but we do. We are WhatsApp. Now we do have Hanomalee in the studio, and of course Orally Day for you all day, every day. We just watched a very beautiful song and video. I loved it. It's been a while I got hyped to that kind of vibe, sound. The beat was extraordinary. I loved it. So kudos to you on that one. And then you featured someone on the song. Who was that?
Yeah, that's my friend Diego Ego. So he's a mainstream artist. So he was the one that actually like got me into the studio for the first time.
Wow.
He was the one like recognized, like we went at Unilag. So yeah, I schooled at Unilag. So he met me and he was like, so you can sing like this. So he took me to the studio. The first time I ever went to the studio was through him. Yeah, he was the one that took me to the studio. So that was how we made the song. That was like the first song we ever recorded. I ever recorded in the studio with him. That's
beautiful. Now, you see a lot of Christian artists doing Oju Kokoro and moving away from the Christendom itself. Some Christian artists now tell you they are not Christian artists. They shouldn't be boxed into that sphere. That they want to be. They don't want to call them gospel. Yes.
I think I somehow identify with them too, because the thing about music is, one thing about me is I make good music. Yeah, there are sometimes it's about, most of the things I talk about is about God and all that. But there are sometimes there can be some injustice going on in the society, and I can just speak about it through music. Like things going on in Nigeria now, things can be going on in Nigeria, and I can go to the studio and just talk about it, address it. Or maybe there's a ill in the society. I can just go to the studio and talk about it. I'm still trying to like give back to the people. I'm still trying to impact in my own way too. I feel at the end of the day, you just have to make good music. That's the thing. I feel that's why I feel shy. Just make good music. Yeah.
All right. In the course of your singing career, music, poetry, has anyone ever told you, for example, that your music changed their life?
Yeah, I remember there was this event I went for where I did this spoken word piece. Then, the man just walked up to me, a young man just walked up to me and he was like, I was blessed by the words you said. I was like, wow. Then, ever since then, and this was when I just started as a spoken word poet. Then, ever since then, I knew that, okay, this music thing was bigger than me. Because if people could actually come to me and be like, I was blessed, I was touched by your words, I'm like, okay, that means God has actually choose me to actually do this music thing. Yeah.
All right, so moving to personal stuff. When Hanomalee is not worshiping, is not in the studio, how do you chill? How do you chill, work, and vibe? How do you, especially?
I watch movies basically. I watch movies.
So, which movie right now is your present go-to?
Present. I think the one I just saw recently was the Captain America, the recent Captain America that just made. Yeah,
the Black Captain America.
Yeah, that's the one I can really say for now.
So, if you aside that, if you had to recommend 2 movies for me to go watch right now, which ones would they be?
Right now, I would say definitely you can watch the Captain America. Then there's this other one I saw. I think is it Lagos Love or so. I'm trying to remember. It's a Nigerian movie, Lagos Love. Yeah.
I think, have I watched that? It's on Prime.
Yeah, it's a movie, Lagos Love.
Prime.
So I think you can. Yeah, I think.
All right.
Actually,
So you're connected with your movies.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, if you could describe your vibe in 3 Gen Z slang words, what would they be?
I would say no cap. I would say lit, and I would say buzzing.
No cap, lit, buzzing.
Buzzing.
Now, a lot of people who are young now, the Gen Zs, because this is their age, time, and era, they identify as spiritual, not religious. Now, how do you think your music connects with people who have this kind of mindset?
My kind of music is the kind of music that speaks to the soul. If you listen to The Search for Satisfaction, the lyrics they are spirit filled. They are not just lyrics that you can just craft with just talent like that. You know, it takes more than talent to craft those kind of songs. It's a very powerful song. So my kind of music speaks to the soul, and like I said before, beyond theology, people connect with authenticity. Like the way I deliver those lyrics, the way I put those lyrics together, I bring in my life experiences into it, coupled with what I've learned from the scripture, what God has told me, and give it to people. Then I'm sure people are going to like connect with it. Yeah.
All right. That's a fabulous one. As we round up the show, how do you stay grounded? You know, in a world where there's so much talk of war, there's hunger. I was watching something when a man, I don't want to call his name, 2 years ago was coming to say that the government is doing so well that we should allow this government cook. Let them cook. And then just a few days ago, I heard him saying, Kama Kbaro, Kama Jali. We are suffering in the country. There's hunger in the land. And you know the annoying thing, the internet never forgets. They brought back that first one when he was making noise, and I was like, you see, if he said, let's say the truth, I'm a man of God, we are suffering together. I was like, this is terrible. And people look and say, men of God, now their way, you can be easily swayed with money. Someone even commented and said, when they started giving him money, he was making noise. When they stopped giving him money, he has come to realization. You know,
oh my God.
Some of all those. That's why I say, in this fair that you are, music, poetry, doing exceptionally well. How do you stay fit and proper and grounded in spirituality?
I think the first staying grounded, basically, you have to remember why you even started in the first place. Why are you like doing this music thing in the first place? And for me, why I'm doing this music is because I want to tell the truth. I don't want to chase trends. No, I'm here to make impact. I'm not here to impress, basically. So, and I have even friends. I have a couple of friends, like a close circle of friends, a small circle of friends that keep reminding me that, oh, you should always stay rooted in your purpose. You know why you are doing this music thing. You should always be focused on that purpose. So, and at the end of the day, I would rather make timeless art than trendy noise. Basically, for me, I would rather make timeless art than trendy noise. So that's it for me, basically.
All right. 1 minute words of advice and inspiration for someone who's looking up to Hanomalee, who wants to learn from you, who wants to be the next you. Poetry is something I love so much, and that's something that a whole lot of Nigerians have not been able to delve into. Really, yes, we just want to make money, Sha.
Yeah,
that's
like,
nobody
vibe, dance, like nobody wants to, like, I feel nobody wants to calm down and just listen to those lyrics. And that's where I fall into, like, because my lyrics are like, they touch the soul, they go so deep. So I'm one of those artists you have to like really like take your time to listen and internalize all those things I'm saying for you to really get it. Because if you are just like skimming through the music, you will miss all the things I'm saying. Is the music, is my kind of music, is the music that you have to just really like chill and just like listen with your heart, basically. Yeah.
Right.
So my advice would basically be work smart. Yeah, work smart and pray. Yeah, work smart and pray, and learn from the greats. There are people who have done this thing that I'm doing. Yeah, there are people who have done this thing I've done even more than what I'm. But you have to like pick one or two things from them and learn from them, and I mean, incorporate your own style and you'll be good. Basically, just work smart and pray.
All right. Thank you very much, Hanomalee, for coming on the show. Quickly before this part ends, is there anyone you want to give a special shout out to?
I want to say special shout out to all my friends in Unilag, my friends in Unilag, my family, the Oshinowo family. I know they are watching right now. I love you guys. Stay blessed.
All right. Give us the social media handles and where and how we can download your songs.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram, Hanomalee. Yeah, on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Hanomalee. And you can, my song, The Search for Satisfaction, is out on all streaming platforms. Yeah, so just go on any streaming platform and search for the song, The Search for Satisfaction by Hanomalee, and you download the song. Yeah, stay blessed.
Thank you so much for coming through. We are honored.
It's a pleasure to be
WHATZUP
here.
is honored to have you here.
Yeah.
You've done so much in music, and I believe that when we call on you next time, the next time we say Hanomalee, you're shutting down all the stages everywhere.
Amen.
So make sure that you keep up the good work and do the hard work is very essential in everything you do. All right.